It's clearly it says clearly in the forums.
I think you'll find.
Actually, if you do the calculations, I'm sure you'll find that you agree with me.
No, I've already done that math, and it still comes out as no.
Comes out as the square root of -1. In that it doesn't exist.
Isn't that a prime number?
Oh, God, don't ask me.
Imaginary?
I don't
undefined, actually. It's not even imaginary. Well, maybe, is that a subset of imaginary?
Boy,
I don't know. It's been too long since I've been in
went to an
rational.
The highest math I ever had was geometry. That is a true fact. Explains a lot.
Well, I went through calc too, but it's been a while, man.
Actually, that's an irrational number.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm not so sure myself.
The episode title should just be
I think you'll find.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
Put it through an AI thing. It'll figure it out in a second.
Anyway,
well, ladies and gentlemen, germs and beetles. God, sometimes I really wish I'd actually read it. Welcome once again to the slightly less friendly Elite Dangerous podcast. It's the Loose Screws.
Always
We're
dangerous.
friendly. We only bite a little.
Never say that again.
Always dangerous, usually loose.
We're always friendly. We're just not always coherent.
It's the Loose Screws podcast number 202 for 10 July 2025.
Wow, that was actually pretty good.
Pat on the back.
It was kind of coherent, yeah.
That's the zenith of what's going to happen tonight.
And it's all downhill from here.
Just wrap it up right now.
Any idea what we're doing today? But no, that's over with by now.
Oh, phooey. It's the remix. Yeah.
You don't get a lot of fooey these days.
I was going to say that. Fooey. Fooey.
I'm joined tonight by Commander Audaxius, if you can't tell. Joe Beezy McDaxie Toes.
That's Jobsy to you. And I'm not changing it, by the way.
You don't know how to.
It only changes when I change it, apparently.
Not changing it.
I'm also joined by Oblivious.
Guys, listen, I got up this morning, I stretched, both my legs started cramping up. I sneezed and threw out my back. I'm serious. Yep. I'm one fart away from total paralysis.
Oh, no.
Well, Oblivious, it's been real.
That sounds serious.
Also here tonight is Commander Lark Shadow.
This podcast is preventing me from updating Farming Simulator.
Oh my God.
It's
peak Lark Shadow.
Also joining me from the future is Grover Kiwi.
G'day. How's it going?
Hello.
I thought we was going to have to wait till tomorrow before he said anything.
Yeah, he's not going to hear our responses till tomorrow, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, that's true, right? Yeah,
okay.
Something like
Has
that.
to go around the other side of it.
No. Yesterday.
You heard him
That's sort of
yesterday.
what he already knows what we're going to say.
Crap. He's on to us.
Weird. Are we?
Actually, you're on fire.
Also,
we
here
even
is
have
Commander
free will?
Shig.
Oh.
Wow. I'm kind of afraid to fart right now.
And finally, Baromir.
That's me. Last one. That's me.
Last one.
Well said.
Well.
Well,
God damn, guys.
Stop.
What a
I mean, I won't,
fun
but yeah.
time we're having.
I'm only here to argue, so let's enjoy the fun times while it lasts.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll tell you straight away, I'm going to volunteer myself to go first. I've been fighting the good fight for corporate daddy Li Yong-Rui,
Hooray!
and it's been interesting. Lots of people here, lots of people to kill or run off. We had a lot of interesting the guys from Ashling's Angels who play CQC with a regular got wind that we were going to play some real life high stakes CQC, and that got pretty weird.
Bro, they bring game too. Nothing but respect.
They brought cutters, is what they brought.
So much fun. Well, that damn Corsair.
Personally, I swear I almost had Dark Husker a couple of times. And every time I'd get him close, he'd make it down to the landing pad. I really feel like the landing pads of Li Yong-Rui's own megaship shouldn't really be catering to the players that we're supposed to be fighting.
Yeah.
But hey, that's just me.
I think it's a he's making money regardless situation more than anything. So
It's
maybe.
like Muhammad Ali selling pins for his opponents.
Yep.
Back when he used to fight them to
Yeah.
make money off both sides.
For the name of the game here in PvP in this conflict zone, this community goal is when somebody attacks you, either run away or hide right next to the megaship and trick them into shooting it, because while I mess up, I'm just I'm playing annoy players with massive railgun volleys from 6 kilometers away.
nice.
And they're playing, oh my God, what's happening to me? And then they go to the megaship if they're smart. And a couple of them have tricked me into missing. And
Ooh.
ship deletes you so fast. And I'm
I've
wondering,
done
like,
that here with my
the-
Corsair, man.
the
It does not
enemy-
appreciate cannons.
like the Ashling player is right there. Like, hit them. That's the enemy. But anyway, so that's my story. Also, my house is pending under contract, so more and everything's
Woo!
moving along. We'll be moving on the
Yay!
23rd. We started packing and feeling pretty good. So that's me. Who's up next?
I'll go next.
Right.
I have, whenever I've had the time to actually get in game and play, been doing CG and PvP, both in my Conda, my Python 2, and my Corsair, depending on what I'm feeling like. And it has just been a blast. I've destroyed people. I've gotten destroyed a lot. In my all cannons Corsair, got one of those prismatic cutters with the and shield boosters on it. I got their shield down, but then they jumped out because I had no way to stop them from jumping. But my
Yeah.
cannons got the shield down, and I'm proud of that, damn it. And that's all I got. It's just still putting the house together and in my normal life. It is what it is.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Anyway, glad you're getting settled.
Mhm.
All right, somebody else volunteer.
I will
I'll go.
volunteer
Oh, no.
Jobsy
Oh, yeah,
McDaxie
We'll play hot potato. Jobsy Daxy McToes. I don't know.
Guys, you ready? You ready for this hot take?
We'll see.
I've been playing Elite, I guess, 7 years now. I've never been happier than this CG.
Nice.
This is exactly what I figured the system had the potential to set up. I've done more fighting against players in a week than I did in the last 6 years. It's perfect. You have concentrated players around stations. You have with your power, you have a completely subsidized rebuy. I had a whole night that was basically CQC at the station in the CG system. I'd get blown up. I would have 0 rebuy. I would respawn right there, keep the fight going.
Nice.
It's just, it's fantastic. It removes all the steam out of arguments about like, well, gaking, and I just, it's not consensual. I'm just like, no, they have gift wrapped. They have gift wrapped a scenario in the game where you get to do as much PvP as you want. If you're there, it's consensual PvP and you're in open. And just the mechanics of it are that you can just go one after the other. And I've never seen so much good-natured system chat about player conflict. Like system chat is our favorite notorious garbage shit pile. And it's not. I can't even go and sit in system chat and shit talk like I usually do because everyone's like having a good time and congratulating each other and like giving each other tips and like, hey, that was a good fight. I'm like, in this one fell swoop, they have presented the format for all the arguments about PvP in the game to just dissolve. It's everything that I had hoped for. I've never been happier with the game, honestly. So that's Daxy's take. I've been having a great time. Great time. I love it. I actually have pacifier frags, and I have been years.
Pack frags are the answer.
Suddenly, no, I'm not. So there's been a lot of big changes in Daxy's Elite World this week. And in real life, my air conditioning went out, and it's 116.
Whoa.
So, yeah, there's that.
Freaking Phoenix. Holy.
If I'm glad I have the mic I do, or else you would hear my portable AC unit that's sitting right next to me blaring. It's good though. We got a guy coming tomorrow. If I die of heat stroke, it's been very good. It's been very fun, guys. Thank you very much.
Noted. So myself to death, and Daxy is actively on fire. Got it.
I am
Paralysis,
actively heat
paralysis,
stroking as we speak.
Actually, do you want to know what happens to you?
I'm gonna Grover, I'm gonna pass it on to you, Grover. What is my fate? Take it.
Your portable aircon's going to pass out heat too. That heat is biblical.
Yeah, it is.
But I guess Phoenix is aptly named.
Yeah, it's and nothing I'm not used to. I worked outdoors my whole life, so I just like, okay, I'll be good. Anyway, Grover, pass it on to you.
We're in the midst of winter, and personally, we've had school break, so the girl's been home for a couple of weeks. Managed to go away for a night, and while I was working, and she got to hang out with. Tomorrow is my mother's 80th birthday, so we've got family coming from across the country for that, so it's going to be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. In game, I've kind of been the same. My account has been fighting, doing a bit of the CG, but because my ult isn't very well engineered, and I'm not a great combat pilot in the first place, so it doesn't help. I spawned in to one of the instances and proceeded to get constantly killed by a player over and over again. So I jumped into our private group, because if I wanted to get killed as soon as I took off, I might as well play CQC. And jumping into the private server is like my ethical way of playing in solo. So
Sure.
Nice.
No, it's been fun. I've actually really enjoyed the combat. I'm just not enough to go up against other players without them kind of targeting me and killing me all the time. So that's fine. Like, I'm not angry at anybody. That's fair game. I'm in open. I'm playing, but just for my own fun, I just wanted to run around and shoot things. So, it's been really, really fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I think you get
so
a shout out from the Angels, because I think you're in the same time zone as Dusk. their kind of top guy. So I think every time you jumped on, he was jumping on at the same time, and that must have not been convenient for you.
Honestly, it was about 5 or 6 times in a row that I just got obliterated.
Oh.
And
Dusk
so,
is so tough.
like, yeah, great. I know. Look, I'm outmatched. Why would I keep doing this? So that's why I jumped into private. But I just was just having fun, and I must say the Cobra Mark 5 is just probably my favorite ship in the game now.
Yeah.
Best ship, undisputed.
Good ship.
Oh, well, the Corsair, but sure.
Corsair's not the best ship in the game. It's a great ship.
I can actually buy the Corsair now, can't I?
You
Yep.
can.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't want to. I'm going to stay in my
Great.
Cobra.
I don't want to.
Cool. Oblivious. What's happening with you?
It has been our CZ day in, day out. Same thing. Just the PvP stuff that's been going on in there has been fantastic. I think the most a couple of nights ago got into the system, and there was like 3 of the feet worshippers there.
Ugh.
One in particular is a good friend of ours. He's in our Discord, and he managed to blow me up at the time. I came back with the Cobra, and it was just to fly it and aggravate it. There was a Corvette out there. I got him aggravated, and then our buddy came out. And he was in his Corvair, and it was just cat and mouse. I was trying to stay inside of him in tightest turns as I could, which that Cobra just spamming boost after boost. It was doing great. And then I got him back to the megaship and just circling and giving him glimpses, and he's fixed shots, and taking my shield down every once in a while. The thing that got me worse, though, is when I hit the megaship and lost about 29% of my hull doing that. But God, it was also exhausting. I think we did that for close to maybe 5 minutes, and it was fantastic.
Man.
That little Cobra zipping around that thing, it was fantastic. And I finally got tired and bugged out of there with maybe like 59% of hull left. And it was a blast. And I just had a lot of opportunities to do that, a lot of opportunities to work on FA off fighting, a bit of an epiphany.
Mhm.
Everyone says, the larger ships, it's easier. I have never done FA off in the Corvette out. Of course, it's got gimbaled weapons, and was working the CZ and was having a lot of fun. And I said, "Man, this is class." I didn't even realize I had FA off, and it just it was changed it up for me so much, because doing that Corvette as a BGS grinder in the wars, it's gotten to the point where it was boring. Now with the FA off, and of course you get all the benefit of the glides and the slopes and the vectors and so forth, and it actually, and I was able to stay on target with the gimbaled weapons and got some kills. It felt great. Then I jumped back into a smaller ship with fixed weapons and said, "Yeah, I still got to do a lot of work on FA off," but it was a lot of fun and having a lot of fun with it. Who's
That's
up next?
great.
I don't know. Don't look at me. I wasn't
Yeah,
keeping
you
track.
already
Jig go.
went.
Got 2 left.
Just at the top,
Biggie
right?
with it. Biggie with it.
All right, well, I'll go. Chick's doing his. I'll go. Let's see. In game, I've been pretty much doing this. Doing the CG. I'm in the top 50%, which I don't think is saying much. But yeah, it's been a ton of fun bringing some people in there that don't normally do PvP, and because again, we said being pledged to Li Yong-Rui means if you're high enough, you either at least have a discounted or completely free rebuy. So that definitely removes the barrier to entry for a lot of people. So it's just been a lot of fun. And it's really, boy, I wish I was, but I have been engineering a Type 10 Defender for the past 3 days. And
there's a lot of headroom there where you could be more productive.
Yeah. I totally understand that. Totally get that.
Love that shit.
I have been murdered by a few of my my favorite. Officially, I've made some new friends. I've been invited to some new discords. If you're out there, Franz Trinidad, thank you for murdering me. It felt good, and we'll do it again sometime. That's that. Not too much to say outside of the game, but I will say I did pick up this new little wireless dinghy for my my VR headset, and I am very excited to see if this improves the latency that I've been experiencing since I started using the headset. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm hoping to not get motion sickness anymore. It is murderous. And that's me. Chig, you got something?
Well, I missed out on a lot of the fun because I went camping over 4th of July weekend. So you guys were all having PvP fun without me, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, camping fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. But I have been in there a few times. I've got in there with my all pack hound Type 10 just because it creates a little bit of chaos. So that's fun.
That's so funny.
But mostly I've been in there, with the best ship in the game, the Mark V. And these power CZs around a megaship. This is new and cool. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, the coolest experience I've had so far in there was, yes, if you do hit the megaship, it does delete you very quickly. That you learn early on. But the Obsidian, what is it? The Obsidian Directive. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
It little hiding places. You can kind of fly inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the other day there was this Mark V, another player, elite ranked dude hiding in there, and he was from the other side, and there was a bunch of LYRs trying to get him, and they'd screw up and they'd shoot the ship and get themselves killed. So I took some time and surgically murdered him in his little hidey hole there, but it was tricky because if you get too close, he is. I think he's in there with all short range rails, so he's doing a shit ton of damage.
So he can.
Oh yeah, he can do some real damage. But I just kind of would peek my nose around, hit him, pull up when he got my shields down a couple times, did some damage to me, but I did manage to murder his little ass out of there because that's a sneaky little maneuver he's doing, and hats off to him. And it was something I had never seen done before in a PvP situation. So good on him for making things interesting, and I'm happy I killed you. So yeah, so that's my story, and I'm keeping to it.
Yay. Yeah, that's good. I have a variety of ships. I've flown the Cobra in there, flew the Python for a while, got the Corsair back out. Yeah, we're just lousy for great ships right now. Yeah, the Mandalay is the one that I haven't flown very much lately. Great. It's great. I think for me, honestly, for almost everything I would use the Mandalay for, the Cobra is what I choose instead. And I know it's just, just a little bit less min-maxy and a little bit quicker as far as like jumping long distance. And I fight in the one that's configured for like, I think it goes like 50 or 60 light years or something.
Yeah.
It's such a fantastic ship.
I hopped in the Mandalay the other day for the first time in a while because I needed to go engineer a few guns, and the best way to jump around is the Mandalay. I haven't flown it in a while. I love the Cobra's best ship in the game, but man, the Mandalay is such a pleasure to fly to. I
Oh,
wish it
in
was
Super
just a
Cruise,
little tougher.
unbelievable.
Well, in Super
Unbelievable.
Cruise,
Yeah,
but I mean, even
goated.
just in regular space, it's
Oh, yeah.
snappy, it's fun. It's just not as tough. I hate to say it, that the little Cobra is just so much more survivable than the Mandalay is. You can
Yeah, it's
murder a Mandalay pretty
hitbox,
quick.
like, right? Like
Yep.
its size just needs a little bit
Exactly.
more, but you know what, it's gotta have a weakness, I guess. But
Yeah,
very
If it
fun.
was the same shape as the Cobra, I would be. The Cobra's just sick. It's just sick. Yeah. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Cobra talk.
Welcome to Cobra Chat. Um,
It's the
but
Cobra,
also, but then,
the loose
but
Cobra.
so
And
this is the
power
cycle. Like,
CZs.
I pick out I'm like, I haven't flown a Python 2 in a while. Fly a Python 2, kill. It's crazy. It's great. Oh, let's switch back to the Cobra. Oh, this is fun again. The firepower is a little less, and then let's switch back. Let's get the Corsair out. Now I'm one game of how many railguns can I fit into the Corsair, and it
What's
just
the
keeps
answer?
getting more
What's the
fun.
answer, Drax?
The answer is, realistically, I could do all 6. I would probably have to change my power plant engineering. Maybe. I actually haven't mathed it out, but I would have to split the triggers. And what I really want is with all the guns on it. Right now, I'm shooting 4 at a time on one trigger, and it's awesome. It is one-shotting. Sometimes, like some of the smaller ships in here, like the DBXs, for some reason, I think their power plant is more exposed or something. Sometimes I can one-shot a power plant through the shield on that.
Isn't that
On those little
fantastic when
ships.
that
It's
happens?
just great. It's any of
the
those small
best.
ships, the shield is basically one shot, and then the next one is hidden. And I was talking about, I'm getting frustrated sometimes with all these railgun shots, and I'm trying to hit the power plant, and I'm dead on. I'm so accurate, and it's not dealing damage, and it's the math of the game under the hood, right? It's this breach chance thing. Well, I was only using one railgun. I had one railgun mounted on my Cobra, and it was like every time I have like a 40% chance of dealing damage to the module. Well, when there's 4 of them, I have 4 40% chances. Anyway, having fun with all these new ships. Oh well. Shame, huh? Shame that
shame.
such bad things keep happening.
Real shame that there's so much stuff to enjoy in this game that's dead.
Yep.
Yep.
Uninstall.
Uninstall. Should we do some catch up on the things? So here's the thing. Let's try it one more time. Nope. A robot that plays sounds is apparently down today. I'll have to email my robot who plays sounds guy and see what's up with that. But for right now,
We going into squad.
Squadron update.
Actually, it's a squadron update.
The quality really comes from us all doing it at the same time.
100%.
Chorus.
I got no info on this. Who wants to?
Seriously,
in
the
here.
update was not worth the effort.
Oh,
But
really?
anyway.
We should that exceptional sound effect on that update.
Exactly. I mean, I don't even want to say the first sentence because we've been saying it week over week, and I'm getting tired of saying it, so I'm not going to say it. Well, I will say we've been primarily focused on our frat boys CG. That's been where we've been focused, and so not a lot has been going on the BGS front. Things are relatively quiet. We still increased to 254 systems, of which we control 71. And there's a bunch of stations and settlements and installations, and there's one megaship, but actually there's more than that out there. It's really quiet in that there's only 2 wars and 1 election going on. We don't have a number of overheating systems like we used to. There's maybe a half a dozen. And out of that half a dozen, 3 systems are booming right now. And out of those 3 systems that are booming, Maikoro does a megaship and 2 installations that are giving scenarios. So that'd be a great place to go and generate some bounties, and then jump over to BD plus 49-3937 and deposit them there. Want to push the screws up into war with the controlling faction and take it over, and that will be the last of the systems that we lost in our faction wars of almost a year ago. We would all of that territory back. So, if you want some more information on that, on contribute to that, there's the standing orders on the Discord, and there's also the Loose Screws Factions channel where we talk about it. Visit, and we can certainly put you on some BGS stuff that does work if you're careful.
Yeah, repeat after me, everybody. Only bounties work.
The newest gameplay loop, walking on eggshells.
Okay, great. So is it time for the PowerPlay, the Pippa report?
PP.
The little
the
PP?
tiny PP report.
Tiny.
The very,
Oh no,
very
this is a big
small-
one. This is a big one.
Look.
Big report.
Oh, Pee-Pee, you're so big.
Oh,
I can't
Jesus.
top that. I don't know
Hold
what
on,
the frick
somebody
you guys
write
are
down
thinking.
the time on
Oh,
the
my
recording.
God.
Hold on, to jot this down quickly. Oh God, wait. Oh, God,
It's average size. Okay,
It's
get your facts straight.
approximately
Saying that.
31 minutes.
We've
Make
been
a
doing this for
note.
31 minutes.
Yep.
Good
I'm
God.
just gonna write
All
that
right.
down right up here.
Jeez.
All
Have we mentioned the Cobra Mark V yet?
It's a great ship.
Enough.
Shut up. You know how many times
You
we
know-
mentioned the Cobra Mark V yesterday.
Enough.
It's been 2.5 minutes since anybody mentioned the Cobra Mark V.
The Ask Scout has not been brought up once. What the hell?
All right, let's talk. Let's get
talk.
into some
Let's
power play
talk.
stuff. Let's do some power play stuff. So we've all been talking about the CG. So how about some quick facts? You guys want to guess who's winning the CG? Anybody?
Uh,
But
Ashling, and it isn't
detailed-
close.
does her name rhyme with Smashling?
Okay,
I
Mark's
have
at you.
detailed questions about this.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, Ashling is for sure winning the CG, winning the actual like conquest of space. Is she actually losing systems? Like the answer is 2. There's like 13 systems in play. Ashling will have had 2 issues this past week. I haven't looked at the overturn, but their Gondol and was attacking like Satine or something like that. That is not what it's called.
I think it's Santy. I thought it was
Santy.
Sanity. I thought it was Sanity when I looked at it, and then I saw that it wasn't. So
Mhm.
then I thought I was losing my sanity. It's just
It is Santy.
I thought
those
it
are the
was
2 that
feet
are gonna
pics
be
here.
issues. That's the.
That's where we are.
Oh God.
Why are
right,
there
yeah,
other
that's-
systems in play?
Okay,
That's a
we've
great
talked
question.
about this
I-
CG a ton. Have we actually said what it's about for like anybody who doesn't know?
Last week, yeah. If you want to listen
Okay,
to the
yeah,
podcast,
Okay. I
last
didn't-
week that'd be
yeah,
good.
okay.
I personally,
Here
I've
comes
got,
that
I've developed
passive
like a
aggressive
half.
stuff again.
I've developed like a half understanding of this CG, because it still seems like you, Baromir, for some reason can see stuff about it that I have no way of seeing in game.
Game.
There's 12 systems in play, but there's only 3 systems to do with this CG if you look it up. Like,
Yeah. So this is where we have to throw the sticker Chekanara up on. So for the newer folks to Elite Dangerous, they're listening to this podcast in their first week of playing Elite Dangerous. Chekanara. I don't know where this is coming from besides where I'm seeing it in an R. So there are
okay,
3 CG systems that you have to go in to sign up for the CG. So if you're Ashling, Archer, or Li Yong-Rui, you have 3 systems that have a megaship or station to go and sign up for the CG. In two of those systems, the ones that are being attacked by Archer and Li Yong-Rui, so that's Santi and Gondol, there are also power conflict zones. I think
Right.
3 in each of those systems.
Around
And then
stations,
there are 2 additional systems, each of those offensives, that are kind of bordering those major systems. So Gondol, and then 2 systems surrounding that, and then Santi, and then 2 systems surrounding that. So there are definitely the number is making, I think I'm at 13 power conflict zones, but yeah, it's like 6 for this. To be clear. And if you go down to, if you're looking at an R, look at Ashling's CG, it actually summarizes the whole thing pretty well, as opposed to looking at your specific powers CG. Questions on the CG?
Yes.
Continue.
So does it say that the winning power gets the 40,000 merits bonus?
It does.
And how do we determine which power is winning? Because, for example, are not opposed. It's sort of like there are 2 CGs, but there's 3. So I don't really get how it would decide that anyone would win. And I'm sort of wondering, does that mean, do they really mean if your CG succeeds is a certain tier or something?
A great question, because all of the individual CG says if Li Yong-Rui emerges victorious, if Archer emerges victorious, if Ashling emerges victorious. I don't know what that means. But then we're going to need to find that one out at the conclusion of the CG.
Because this is the first time we've run this. It's got to be if we clear a tier value or something.
It's also depends on how FDev defines victorious.
Well, right. I mean, that's exactly what we're saying, right? It's
leave that ambiguous.
Yeah. So let's see. Community goals. What's it? The actual text.
So to be clear, right now,
it seems like they could all win.
Yeah, but I mean,
all
here's
3.
the thing. Right now, Ashling has, let's call it 40 billion combat bonds dollars in there, or dollar reduced, whatever they're called. And then the Archer's got 20 and Li Yong-Rui 19 bill. So by the numbers, Ashling wins. So this is the difficult thing. Also, is that Ashling's for sure. If this is a first past the post, one of these powers is going to win the one of 3 CGs, or however this damn thing works. Ashling has a bit of an advantage. Targets, and double the PCCs to play in.
It's not really double the targets though, because we're not in the same spaces. An individual could choose to fight in the one against Archer. They could choose to go to the other one and fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they're contributing to the same CG, but they can't do it. So that doesn't really matter. But Archer and Li Yong-Rui both have near 2,000 contributors, a little over, and she still has more than double that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is Ashling has double the
more
population.
Than our combined. Yeah, more contributors, combined contributors. And we're both at tier 1, and hers has reached tier 2.
Yeah,
I don't know. They could all win. They could all 3 be declared complete.
The good thing about those numbers, though, is that's nearly 10,000-ish. Participating in the CG, and I don't know how that compares to non-Thargoid attacking Soul CGs.
Right.
That seems like a pretty great number.
That's a great number.
Yeah, it's a good number.
Mm-hmm. You can find that
I've
out
seen
in
freaking Zemina Torval pilots in this. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah,
both of them.
Got
all 2 of them.
Yeah, it was weird. Even the Ashling people were like, "What the frick?
Huh?
Where did these clowns come from?"
They're bots. Yep.
So we've got some. So this week, I decided to do just a bit of journalism. Kind of an audio segment, but I did go about to some of the discords representing the powers and seeing what they thought of the CG, because generally we like it. I think the sentiment is good, right? Combat good, PvP good.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really care which flag we're flying. there's people to shoot and people to shoot back, right? We're having a good time. But to the folks that actually care about actual like PowerPlay Galaxy and how the acquiring and undermining of systems are working, I got a couple of quotes and a couple of comments here. Ashling commanders, they seem they're kind of split. They're a bit miffed that they're fighting a two-front conflict. They are surely being distracted from acquiring a ton of systems again, which we'll see in the leaderboard. There's that. A quote from Spawn is mostly, "I'm just flattered the devs think that we need a nerf." Which I thought was great.
That's good.
That's good.
That's a good one.
I mean, look at the numbers. It's they're a little more than they're putting up a little more than what two other powers. And so I
That
think
is
it seems like
fantastic.
it was pretty balanced.
Yeah, I think
love
that's
that.
really well placed. From the folks over in Serious Cup, they're
gives a
kind of
shit? Sorry.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Maybe
Sorry.
you should read this.
Well,
No, that's good.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll throw it away.
Um,
Sorry, serious. Go.
one of the consequences of this CG is going to be a changing landscape. It might be small, it might just be a couple of systems. And some people are concerned that FDev are kind of god handing these conflicts together, right? Because lore wise, Yong-Rui, so far away from its his territory, right? If you look at Gondol, there's no way to acquire it. If you look at it right now, it's currently contested as today after the tick on Thursday, with Ashling and Rest Living You Duvall now fighting over the system, which I love when the imps fight. But it says your power, Li Yong-Rui, has no presence. Bullshit. There's a CG. We're there. There's a megaship there with our name on it. We're there. We have a presence. That's wrong.
Plans within plans, baby. You ever read Dune?
No.
Long-term vision. He's playing 4-degree chess. You're sitting back here with
Checkers like, well, I don't understand this move. It just doesn't make any sense.
He's up there with his like Matrix glasses on. He's Corpo Daddy's got it, baby.
He's
Well, you
beginning to
painted
believe.
quite a picture there, bud.
Yeah.
Well, I know exactly why all the way down there in Gondor.
Guy comes
Go
with
for
his own
Because
soundtrack.
Gondol cards called for aid, man.
No, well, yeah. No, I know exactly why he's down there, because even the rich run out of ketamine.
Oh
Whoa.
God.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. We'll let that go. Now, I did reach out to one of the federal discords representing Archer and Felicia Winters. And I got, God, guys, I'm so sorry to say this. I got nothing of note from those guys at all. So I would say no comment. And we're not
It just
gonna
sucks.
talk about them. Yeah, it was not good. So I'll be back around, guys. I'm sure again, and we could try again. We can give it another shot. I'm willing to do it.
Yeah, to the federal representatives listening, a good comment next time might
Yeah,
make it
that's
to
good.
air. It's just a suggestion. You do you.
Yeah. And maybe maybe I caught you guys at the wrong time, but whatever it is, just give it some more thought. Now, I was
Maybe
murdered.
maybe I caught you at the wrong time, or maybe you always suck. We don't know yet.
I don't know.
And just to
Find out.
translate into language that the feds can understand. Dear
Oh, God.
feds, good word, be good next. Try next time you make good word, okay?
No, I'll
man.
translate that even more. Unga bunga, bunga unga unga, bunga bunga. Bleh.
Taxes.
Thanks, Og. Now
Yeah.
back to you, Baramir.
Taxes.
And the comment I got.
I'm
says-
positive the next conversation is going to go great, Baramir. So
Yeah, no, this one's going to be great. So I was again. I just reiterate. I was murdered by Franz Turdadad. If you guys are unaware of this figure, for while he was murdering me in my T10, which I was completely defenseless, I was laughing at his name in local. For those that aren't
It
familiar
is a
with
good
World
name.
War I,
I'll give you that.
Go ahead and get familiar with World War One. There's that. And then I remembered, this guy is kind of one of the head Kumo crew guys, right? He kind of helps
Yeah.
run the Archon Delaine Discord. his Discord, we started chatting, and they love it. You know, the Archon guys, so they're always down for a power attack, but they've this is the quote: the whole fight at a station and still using the station thing is definitely reminiscent of the Soul Invasion, and they're certainly having a lot of just hanging out in these instances, having great PvP. But these guys are really good, so it's kind of hard, right, when so many players are coming in to have great PvP. But when you come in with a wing, it took like 3 of them to take my T10 down. But the PvPers are loving this, and I think that's kind of us too, right? We just love the combat. Yep. So fantastic.
Yep. I've never had anything but good interactions with Kumo crew. Besides maybe like us, those commanders are out there just living their best life, man. More power to them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That wraps it up for opinions. So that just grabbed a couple from the folks that were involved and the one that killed me because it felt appropriate. Yeah, so that's that. We have another 6 days on the CG. So throw that back on there. So that's what Inara says. Yeah. I don't know if it's
true.
It
was 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. It's still going. So get out there. I will say the PCZs are kind of weak, right? For whatever reason, the ships, the NPCs seem quite a bit weaker than our normal.
Yeah, I agree.
PCZ. Yeah?
You know, I have experienced that, and then other times they've been. I don't know what's going on. I think a lot of times they're kind of bugging out. One thing that I've done is I've had to add a lot of people to my block list, and it's not because they were griefing me or something. Well, yes, no, they were griefing me, and they were doing it by sitting pad in open, just AFK. And the power CZs eventually bug out that way. And I'd find some where it was like all one side or all the other side instead of a mix. One time it was all Li Yong-Rui people. So the whole board was green and a bunch of them were shooting each other. And I couldn't on. Another time they were all red and they were doing nothing. And as soon as I got within range, like 12 of them turned their guns on me. And
so the one that they were all shooting each other, Oblivious had been there. That's what happened on that one. The other one, I don't know.
But there's like somebody on the pad set, and then so basically I have to, and I can't get away from them. I could go to private or something like that, but easier solution. I put them on my block list, and then I just re-instanced out to Super Cruise and back. And then I get a new instance, and it's got different people in it, so everything's fine. And I had to cycle that. At least 4 more people on my block list who are pad loiterers. So
they're just dude, really, that's the best you can do with your life. Do better. Come on.
But I feel like there's fuzziness there where sometimes it's like something goes weird. It's like one of those instances where they attack anyway. The difficulty of them, I have felt that, but sometimes a couple of them have been working correctly and didn't feel light. So I don't know if it was just something going fuzzy with them, and kind of the least of our.
I've had different difficulties.
How does it work when you put them on the pad? You put them on the block list. They don't disappear at that point, right?
No, you got to
the next instance. Yeah,
it won't put us together.
Wouldn't that be great if it was immediate? Here comes a wing of 3 and you take out 2 of them. The other guy's going, what the hell?
Wouldn't that be great if it made you invincible to their shots?
Over.
Only?
No, I was just saying the first night I actually did it. And because I'm medium, and I know medium you're going to get engineered ships and that. And I was having a blast. I was running around and lasting quite a while before I had to try and quickly dock. And the next time, it was a lot harder. So there's definitely some differences that I've experienced in the actual ability of the NPCs and how tough their ships are. And getting to absolutely get pummeled by those, what are those special
Spec Ops,
Spec Ops.
Yeah, coming in and seeing their blue lasers, and they were tough.
They bring phasing
Spec
damage.
Ops are there to ruin your day. The end.
Yeah.
Spec Ops actually got me once because I had and all 4 of them would just happen to be flying over it, and guess where all 4 went as soon as I undocked from the pad?
Yeah.
Right after me.
All
Oh,
right.
it's still fun stuff, though.
Well,
That's how it goes.
the only other thing that we have is it looks like we've got our first round of Decay hitting. Now, Decay might have been hitting this past week, but I'm seeing it now in the kind of the pages that I look at in Inara to see kind of power activity, where there seems to be very congruent undermining across system states. So look identical in undermining right now. All fortifieds look identical in undermining. So I think that's interesting that they're just using that same mechanic to process Decay, which I was kind of hoping would be a separate, something that didn't show up as undermining, because it's going to be kind of difficult now to detect until somebody comes up and then someone builds a tool for it. So it probably takes a couple weeks, but yeah, it's there. Decay is happening.
Give humans a week. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Nice, you'll have it out by Tuesday.
Yeah, nicely.
No pressure.
We're really counting on you to make sense of all this shit. We really are.
Interesting you mentioned that. That's actually the only reason I'm here on the podcast tonight. Is to
We
argue
need a disclaimer first.
about the Decay. Yeah. Is it time for the disclaimer?
I think it is.
Do we have that set up?
No,
Oh, no, we
I
don't
can't
have
play
that.
any sounds. Remember
we
the
didn't
robot?
do the robot.
do it live.
Oh, God. I got to play it on my phone and hold it up to the mic.
Well, while we're waiting for his phone, Trex, did you know you started the podcast in the general chat?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Real.
Yeah, until someone presses stop recording.
That I don't think.
Yeah, I'll do the live disclaimer, which is these views are exclusively my own and not indicative of the Loose Screws podcast or any of its subsidiaries. And if you experience an argument lasting for longer than 4 hours, you should consult a doctor. I hate the
Sounds
Decay,
good.
guys. I hate it.
That's great.
It's the aspect of all the recent updates that I'm like, I actually hate this. I do not like it. And I was so stoked when PowerPlay 2.0 initially came out, specifically because the Decay dynamic was removed and player effort could only be done by other players' direct efforts. And I knew if I invested in a system and plans changed and I walked away for a while, that unless someone noticed it and directly stepped in, all those merits still counted. So I get that there are some positive. I just do not like it. Don't like it one bit. So that's my take. And apparently it is wrong.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
always
told that
You're
I
always
am
wrong.
wrong.
Always.
And I find it very interesting to consider feelings on a subjective matter. So I would enjoy to be told how my feelings are wrong.
Those aren't feelings. Those are
Uh-huh.
no.
No.
You're okay.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is
Mhm.
you want these that encourage player interaction and conflict and actually contesting these systems.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue.
Yep.
And then when you get them, you're like, but this one has the D word in it. Because the thing is, like, that's the thing that's setting you off, right? It's the idea, and it's something from PowerPlay 1.0, which had nothing to do with this, by the way. It was your player rank that decayed. Absolutely
It
nothing to
still
do with
doesn't
any of
decay.
this.
I'm only mentioning the general principle that
Yeah, you're afraid of the D word.
any time spent in game, that time alone spent away from that effort can.
Question: Do
Is
you
the
own a
D
fleet
word-
carrier? Do you own a fleet carrier?
Yes.
Okay.
Get 'em.
Do you pay upkeep on that every week?
Yes.
That is decay.
I don't like
your
that either.
credits are going down.
I don't like that either. But
Also-
I will not for me to take a moral by not having a fleet carrier would be as useless of a
As this
gesture
conversation.
as I could possibly conceive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, the other caveat to that is I get from a realism standpoint that decay, like, yes, in real life, thing. But to me, I'm like, guys, it's a video game. Like, I get that the immersion has a merit, but, and the other caveat is like, I am firmly like young, middle-aged with young children, and my time is at a premium that
But this
not only
saves
has it
you
never
time.
been before, but later on in time. But I'm like, dude, if I'm going to sit down and play a game, I don't want to have to calculate, oh, is this system going to reach the 25% threshold of the next level that it needs for my efforts to last? That's what bugs me, is that if it that's part of the equation instead of just, oh, I like this system and I'm going to work towards it and have like a long-term goal. So yeah.
Both of those are still totally fine though. Like if you decide you like a system, then hedge it, right? Like the decay is here. So it goes slowly at first, or you know, it slows down and all this stuff. Like you can keep pumping up and then it'll, I don't know, your effort is going to work against the decay. It's not gone. But what they're really going for is spend your game effort that is so precious where it matters to the power on systems that are actively being undermined, in which case decay won't come into it at all.
There is one, and then there is one niche
and
case
to be paid
where,
bonuses.
Yeah, there is one niche case where I'm like, oh, okay, this might actually help. The mining systems, there's a handful of these in the bubble that have become like infinite strongholds. They have like an infinite number. What are, dang, it's slipping my mind. Well, there's only like 3 or 4 in the bubble. Baromir, I don't know if you remember what these are. It's something with mining, and it's just like, it's stupid they get. In any case, I think it's like there's a couple pristine ring systems. Whatever it is, there's only a handful of them. But you look at the merit numbers on that, and it's like, oh, this will never get undermined. There's not enough communal player effort in the game that you would ever away at this wall. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Well,
so
in
those cases, they're strongly discouraged, right? Because you'll be getting like massive penalties to your merit gains from that.
Yeah.
So because people who are
20%.
grinding those, obviously they're not doing it because, like you said, it's like infinite. So they're doing it just to grind merits. And they'll much better grinding to happen elsewhere. Or think of it this way: well, now those people are just going to be stuck working in a system that doesn't matter still, and they're not putting their effort where it belongs.
Yeah. The other thing it does do, and you guys, as silly as I can conduct myself on Discord, you guys know I can be pretty fair-minded. One thing I can do is acknowledge the benefits of things, even if I'm like, still don't like this shit. It does even more hyper-focus your efforts, because if you're not going to cross that threshold, there's a potential you're just wasting your time. Little more judicious as far as how many people do we have on hand, like what kind of numbers can we actually generate. And it's another constraint, I think, that leads to creativity. It's just like engineering, right? There's limitations and trade-offs. And I see that, and I will still be about it. And you'll hear from time to time that I am not happy, but I will still participate. Yeah.
But
I don't want to be a major thorn in someone's side. I just want to be a little thorn in your guys' side.
See, I think that they should just decay all the way down if nobody's doing activity, because what makes the galaxy literally this game has a PvE element, and if there's decay, it means that the NPCs are doing something in the game, and that's the way that I see it. And I just don't want a stale, static galaxy. A little decay keeps things moving, even when you want to play. So
I think most of the bubble would dry up.
I think that would be so fun to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like what would actually
would
happen? It's immersive
Decay
too,
the
because
bubble.
it's like the people in these systems, it's like, well, what is me lately, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would be like a real-time simulator of the collapse of the Roman Empire. Just watch colors drying up and disappearing off the bubble and getting like hyper concentrated into like the Eastern and Western empires.
Quick question: right now? I know it stops, so you can't go from one state to another, but I mean, how much is it even dropping on a weekly basis?
Yeah, has anyone mapped that out?
Not.
Well, it's
I
only
don't know
been
if
1
we-
week, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure we know yet, but just looking today at all of the fortified and stronghold systems I can see in Anara, it looks to be about there's 15% decay from
Oh,
that
wow.
100% level.
But that's
across the board?
but it's supposed to be non-linear, right? So if
It
it's at
should be
100%, maybe
Yeah.
it loses 15% in a week, but the
Uh-huh.
next week it loses 7%,
Okay.
and so on. You
Not
know,
quite
never upping until it gets to 25%, but going really, really slow. If it's at 27%, it might take 3 weeks to lose that last 2% or something.
Now, can it force a state change from like stronghold down to fortified?
No.
No.
Okay.
It stops at 25% of whatever
So
state
it gets
it's
it
on.
within 25%. Stronghold is the fortified.
It
then.
really seems so well architected.
Okay, yeah,
I'm a
that
big
I'm
fan.
okay with.
Yeah, so there's
Oh,
two things
hold on.
with this Decay. Go ahead.
I just and the other part of it, and I did a little bit of soul searching this week because I got so much opposition to expressing this idea, and I looked up a little guide on
buddy.
what to do in the face of opposition to your opinions on the internet, and the title of that guide is "Everyone I Disagree with is a Nazi."
It's a Nazi.
And
Who's
now,
the
hold
author
on.
on that again?
Now,
I
that
can't
seems
remember.
hyperbolic. No, it seems hyperbolic.
Yeah.
But what I really learned from this guide is that, like, okay, now let's be real. What are the odds that someone expressing an opposing opinion on the internet is also coincidentally a member of the National Socialist Party of Germany that manifested between 1933 and 1945? And what I came to learn this week is that the correlation is one.
And it's a circle.
So,
it's a Venn diagram is a
It's a
circle.
Venn diagram that's a circle. I know that might seem like a big, bold claim, but I've seen it play out this week. So I feel on a much better grounding to address internet opposition now. So please continue.
That's why you feel so comfortable here in this room, isn't it?
I know that I'm right, and not only is everyone else wrong, they're bad. So please continue.
Oh yeah, picking it up there. Then
Yes. Let's see what you do with that.
Oh.
I feel like Baromir had some.
Listen, I'm just going to add this. We are probably 6 months to a year from us just being able to take, Chat GPT or something and plugging in just a prompt saying, please listen to all of the Loose Screws podcasts and generate a new podcast for people. And I am looking so forward to seeing those and how much,
I can do that tomorrow.
I was going to say Bearmere can do that tomorrow.
I can do that absolutely tomorrow.
Because what we know
it can be done.
is that most of these AIs grasp onto the Nazi concept pretty quickly, and I have a feeling we will be sitting around here just being full-fledged Nazis because of that one little sentence you put in there.
You would
I
have to
just-
exclude this
I
episode.
just poisoned the algorithm. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh. Personally,
Now,
I'm just
anyway-
going to wait because I'm certain Daxie's opinion or position will decay over time.
Hey,
His opinion
It
is
might.
decay.
it might, because my opinion at PowerPlay has shifted sometimes, so we'll see how it develops. I'm a creature in process. Just speaking
listen.
my truth. Yeah, Baron, what were you going to say?
And there's not much to add besides the Decay is good. Gets us close to the 25%. Gives an offensive power, right? The opportunity to possibly undermine. And along with last week's update that included that Decay, we got that slider on defensive actions from negative 20% to positive 30%, depending of undermining. So negative 20% being the default for defensive actions for reinforcing. But if you do have some folks undermining, that is going to creep up all the way up to 30% bonus if you have a lot of undermining. So hopefully we see some more of that coming through. So that should.
What's a lot?
I don't know.
I mean, we can't
gotta
quantify it, but like,
to be
this is the
determined.
thing. Like, like go where the action is on the front lines, and none of your effort will ever be wasted to decay. It just won't be an issue.
Yeah.
don't think this
budget
will
it
ever
out.
be an issue, you know, because
Yeah.
Yep.
if you're doing something that matters to the state of the game, then you're doing, you know what I mean? Then you're getting bonuses for it, and it's getting acted against by other players, which is why you're getting bonuses for it in the first place. And so it has nothing to do with the decay. If you're doing your effort somewhere where it doesn't matter and no other players are there, so it's like nothing, it's just vanishing off into nothingness anyway, there you go. I mean,
Mhm.
The other thing it lets you do, and thinking about it, is like 25% can become, if you have systems in a chain you're moving to, you can sit at 25%. Any dipping beneath that, is a barometer
Right.
for like, we're on someone else's radar.
Bingo.
exactly.
100%.
So
Right.
that's a way to use the system.
I'm already
See, his
seeing-
opinion has already decayed.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
still
He doesn't like it. I see that. I don't like it.
I've been frowning the whole time.
between colonization and this new decaying mechanic, I'll tell you firsthand that those existing power agreements are starting to shift, and they themselves
Ooh.
are beginning to decay. So hopefully
Now
we
you're
see some
talking.
action soon.
Frown just turned upside down.
Oh yeah.
Those air quote power agreements that were made by other players claiming to be those powers can suck on my decay.
Oh,
Market.
show
Mark it.
title.
I could probably use that one.
That's
Not
I
bad.
don't think we'll get. I don't
Well, that's how I feel about it, man. Is that you're not the power, guys. You're just some players who claim to be the be all end all. You're not the power. Get over it.
Oh my god! Have
To
you
be-
guys
to be
seen this?
clear.
Oh, sorry. I was going to move on to something else. I thought that was just such a great one to end on.
I
Anyway,
think
no, go ahead.
that is a great one.
Mic drop.
I think that's the title. That's the title. That's it. Go ahead. Go, Trix.
I was going to say, have you guys seen this new pre-built Cobra? It's almost everything in it is G5 engineered.
Yeah, let's
The
look at
Cobra
the
Mark
stats.
III combat jumpstart.
Yeah. How?
Plus,
I've-
yeah, I know. I mean, I would never fly a Mark III anymore. I don't fly any of the old ships anymore. Also has a ship kit that's brand new. It's like the steampunky ship kit thing. Looks rad. Undeniably
Yeah, I do
rad.
like that ship kit on it. It looks pretty good.
Assuming that's going to be available separately as well. I think there was some funniness with we're talking on Lave about it being a little bit not loaded or something. But yeah, so it's got multi-cannons and small beams, and they're all long-range G5 thermal vent auto loader. The cores, it's got reactive, which is not what I would put on a Cobra, but it's G5 overcharged, but only to grade 2. So you could do worse. They could have
That's
done
fair.
better.
They could have
The
gone to
thrusters
grade
are complete.
5 and had way too
Yeah,
much
they
heat,
could-
like all my
They could have
ships.
done it worse, but they also could have
Yeah.
used the correct mod armored and been
Okay
fine.
with mid-lane. Mid-lane's a good
Yeah.
place to start.
The thrusters are correct. They're drag. Power distributor is charge enhanced superconduit. Oh, that one's only grade 4. But they've done a reasonable mod on that. Life support and sensors aren't done. Let's see, what do we got here? We got A-rated shield boosters with heavy duty super cap. It's got a bi-weave, thermal resistant fast charge. No complaints. It's grade 5. There's some
Not
random
bad.
stuff in here. There's a cell bank. There's a repair limpet controller. There's some hull modules that are grade 3 heavy duty. And then there's a cruise assist and an advanced docking computer. It's for anything that's
course.
like a starter ship. Yeah. That's a respectable loadout. Definitely the most severely engineered thing that they've ever sold, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to
yeah.
win every fight, but it's going to win a lot of them. That's a good place to start.
Is it going to sell, though? It's a Mark III.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you guys like the ship kit? To me, it looks
I-
like
I love the
It's
little
so
steampunk
funky.
kit.
Until
it
the new
looks like
ships
it's a
came
little
out.
moth or a little
those
fruit fly or
are
something.
those are the smokestacks though. They're going to pump steam, right? I mean, look, you don't.
Farting
It's sure
moth?
pretty different. A farting
Yeah.
moth.
Before the new ships came out, the Cobra Mark III was the ship that I had spent the most time in game. I think Anara gives you that stat. I
Yeah.
loved that ship, and I
don't think
got
I've
the
ever
ship,
flown
the prior
one.
ship kit for it. And the second the Cobra Mark V came out, I said, "See ya."
I like this
Sitting
little
in the
retro
garage
like
forever.
telescope and little like ray gun looking thing on the front of
The ray
I mean,
gun's fantastic.
for ship kits for me, I like and paint jobs too. I like the cool looking ones, but I also like the ones that are like really obnoxious looking. Like it just going too Raider kits. I put that crap like on my Mamba where I felt like it was a real juxtaposition.
Yes.
The Raider looks ridiculous on
So
the
I think
Mamba.
this
I
is
love
kind
it
of
so
like this.
much.
It's like this is so weird. Yeah, the kind of steampunky thing. This little telescope thing, I just can't get over.
The Mamba's supposed to be like a Raider
Yeah.
kit on a Mamba is like seeing like a Rockstar Energy bumper sticker on a
Yeah.
Ferrari.
And I have the other kit for Mamba too. So on the rear end, I'd have the big swoopy like tail piece that's like really, really fast looking. And then the front is all rusty spikes. It was great. It was great. And I put like the Pharaoh gold paint or something. It was like bright orange and brown. It was horrible.
Tell you
Really
one thing,
good.
if you get rammed with a Mamba that has the Raider ship kit on the bumper and the spikes are pointed forward, that'll make you jump in your seat.
Yeah.
So literally, this Cobra 3, that's a little front. That's part of the kit.
What?
Yeah, look at the kit. You see it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
so awesome.
This thing's like it's an Inspector Gadget ship. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just very
steampunk.
cool.
It's so dumb. I'm not
It's
buying
so
it.
dumb. It's very cool.
That's
It's
the
very
point
cool.
of steampunk, is that it's so dumb it becomes awesome again.
Yeah.
It's just dumb, but that's okay.
Wow.
Savage.
Just dumb.
Just dumb. Like this podcast. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love
Great.
you. Cool.
Okay. Community Corner. Alec Turner posted a trailer for the Drachyr rally. Is that how I say that? I really feel like I should know how to say it, considering how many times I've heard him say it.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but he says it with a British accent. So, Daxi, how do
that's
we
true.
pronounce that?
What's the name of it?
Look at the fucking show notes.
We have show notes.
Video media links. Drachyr rally?
I think it's like a play on something, but I don't know what.
It's the
I
Dakar.
don't know.
There's a rally every year in Dakar. The Dakar rally.
Dakar. So this is Drakkar.
Dakar.
This is like a.
Drakkar.
Mhm.
Deca, deca,
God,
deca.
how do you say Drachyr? I think it's Drachyr.
I think
Well,
we
it's not
can
a
watch the
British
video
accent.
and find out.
Hold on, let's do it. Let's do it as Obsidian. Alec Turner posted the Drachyr rally.
Breathier. You need more breath.
Approved.
I thought it was pretty good.
There's an SRV race. Sign up here.
There it is.
You guys are Americans. Can't you just chop off a letter?
Draka.
Yeah, so the Drac rally, and
Chop off a whole syllable.
All right. Well, the link to that
right.
is in the show notes. Sign up there. It looks to be a ton of fun, and yeah, that's all I've got. I'm prepared to end on this high note.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not.
Mhm.
Okay, well, thanks for listening, everybody. And if you want to support the show, there's a Patreon link in the show notes as well. Little bits of Patreon.
Check out our new
trickling. We
subreddit.
still need to find ways of oh god.
that's an
no.
inside joke.
This is
We don't have a sub idea.
Fuck. All right, thanks
Hey,
everybody. We'll hope to see-
shouldn't we correct Colin?
Oh, what did he do
Here
wrong
is-
now?
Yo, you didn't hear his shout out to us at the end of the show, and I quote, appreciate friends, blue screws guys out there who absolutely hate power conflict zones, even when they do work.
God.
Excuse me.
It goes to
So-
show how
so-
different worlds are, right?
If I were
After
to
all we
you
shouted
didn't-
End
about.
this thing before
Wait,
Colin the Nazi.
wait. If we were to spend our time correcting the times that Lave Radio is wrong, that would be an entirely different show.
That's
Oh
an
my
whole
God.
own podcast.
Love you,
Um,
Colin.
God. Yeah,
I think in
let's
that
get us in
update-
trouble.
update, it did say something about fixing something that prevented the conflict zones from starting from lack of faction information. That might be the thing where you drop in and they don't appear to have anything inside of them.
I think that's exactly what
But
that
as
is.
soon as that happened, we had this CG which had God-handed conflict zones in it. So we
Exactly.
haven't had an
Haven't
but
tested
it,
it.
it probably has nothing to do with the BGS wars making them disappear from the system entirely. So
It sounded to me like
Alex
you
had
just
our
said.
back on that.
I think that you just said that FDev just jingled keys over here, so we don't notice anything else in game.
Look over here.
Two awesome
was that?
PowerPlay
I think
CGs in
Oblivious
a
just
row.
farted and now he's paralyzed.
He's dead.
I
Yep.
can't move.
on the floor.
okay, everybody, thank you for listening, and thanks,
Thanks,
Colin, for keeping it
guys.
real over there. Oh, man.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Nazi.
Oh my god.
I think you got it in, man.